In a quiet little village by the river, there lived an old wooden boat named Benny. Benny wasn't the fastest boat on the river, nor the newest, but he was steady and reliable. He had seen many seasons come and go, carrying villagers across the river to their homes, their farms, and their dreams. Over time, he had grown weathered, with peeling paint and slightly creaky oars, but his heart was as strong as ever. Every day, Benny would wait by the riverbank, ready for the next journey. The villagers would come to him, climbing aboard with smiles, and together, they'd travel across the flowing water to reach their destinations. Despite his age, Benny was proud of the work he did, knowing that he helped connect the village in ways that no one else could. One cloudy afternoon, a young boy named Eli approached Benny. Eli was new to the village and had just moved with his family from a distant town. He was nervous, unsure of the new surroundings, and the thought of crossing the river in Benny made him uneasy. "I've heard stories of how fast the other boats are," Eli said to the river, staring at Benny from the shore. "But you look so old. Are you sure you can take me across?" Benny, with his gentle creaking, responded softly, "I may be old, but I've crossed this river more times than I can count. I've learned that speed isn't what matters. It's the journey and the trust you place in the one guiding you." Eli hesitated. "I'm not sure. What if something goes wrong?" Benny's oars gently dipped into the water, creating ripples. "Trust me, Eli. We'll make it across safely. Every journey has its challenges, but it's our strength and trust in one another that help us through." With a deep breath, Eli climbed aboard, and together they set off. The river was calm at first, and Benny's steady motion made the journey peaceful. But soon, the sky grew darker, and the wind began to pick up. The current of the river started to rush faster, pushing Benny and Eli forward more quickly than they had anticipated. Eli gripped the sides of the boat tightly, his heart racing. "This is too fast. I'm scared." Benny's wooden frame creaked, but he remained steady. "Hold on, Eli. We're in this together. I've weathered storms before. Trust the journey." The wind howled and the waves grew taller, but Benny kept his oars steady, cutting through the rough water. Eli's fear began to subside as he realized that Benny was holding strong, guiding him through the storm with calm determination. "You're doing it, Benny," Eli called out, his voice full of wonder. "You're not giving up." Benny smiled, his oars pushing with quiet strength. "Neither are you, Eli. We're in this together. Trust is the key." As the storm raged on, Benny's steady pace and Eli's growing trust in him saw them through. The river's current began to slow, the wind eased, and soon they reached the far shore. The storm passed, leaving a calm, peaceful sky in its wake. Eli jumped out of the boat and looked back at Benny, his heart filled with gratitude. "You did it, Benny. You got us across, even when I was afraid." Benny's creaky frame let out a satisfied sigh. "We did it, Eli. When you trust, even the toughest challenges become easier to face." From that day on, Eli no longer feared the river or the journey ahead. He had learned that the value of a good friend, whether it be a steady boat like Benny or someone to walk beside you, could make all the difference. Benny, the old wooden boat, continued to serve the villagers with unwavering dedication, carrying them across the river and teaching them the most important lesson of all: trust in each other, and the journey will always be worth it.